Jackson is a very, very tough kid, very competitive. When people see Jackson amongst a group of kids, they don't even know that he had a transplant.
But a transplant was in Jackson's future from the day he was born. As the family celebrated, Jackson's liver was already failing. It would have to be replaced.
He got very sick. It was a very ugly pumpkin orange color, bleeding from his gums. Couldn't stop. We had numerous hospital stays. We were in and out for 3 days to go in and get platelets and do all these different things to try and, keep him going.
They did keep him going. And Jackson today is like any other active kid, just with some serious scars.
Well, Jackson, what do you call these things?
Train tracks.
Train tracks? Yeah, right.
Getting to this happy ending took the best efforts of both Jackson's family and his doctors.
Well, from our house to CHOP was 3.5, 4 hours with the traffic. So for 3 hours, you're driving a screaming kid who just wants to eat, So if we had been at, say, the family house or something like that, it'd be a lot easier, When he finally went into the hospital and had to stay there, we knew that was the case. It was probably 2 weeks before his first transplant. He was so sick that he really couldn't be home.
It was pretty tough though, because the rooms at the hospital, accommodate one parent.
Yeah.
And we were there, so some nights I slept on the floor.
You can't escape it. You're living in a hospital, even if you go to a lounge or something, you still can't just escape. And the Gift of Life Family House, I think, would allow that.
Just before Christmas, the call came. There was a liver available. That year, the best present was not under the tree.
After the transplant, everything was going
Great.
extremely well.
10 days.
We thought we were going to be bringing him home right around New Year's Day. And the doctor came to the door and said, we have to go back in.
It's bad enough this poor kid has this problem, and then he finally gets transplanted, and you think it's over. We're finally done. We're going to go home. And then, you know what? You're going to have to go through the whole thing again.
More weeks of traveling back and forth to the hospital and multiple stays.
I think that one of the benefits of the Gift of Family House being all transplant patients, everyone there is dealing with the same issue.
The parent is who everything's falling on for that child. I mean, they have to be in the right state of mind. They have to be, somewhat healthy to be able to take care of this child.
Gift of Life Family House, if that can help just one or two families with, talking to each other and supporting each other and helping them get through something like this, it'll be a huge success.
Finally, after waiting several weeks, another generous donor chose to turn their tragedy into a second chance for Jackson.
It was February 4th, and the transplant went really well, and I'll never forget, Dr. Chiquette came out, and one of the transplant surgeons, and he looked right at me and he said, "This one is going to work. I can assure you."
Jackson, Jackson.
We were told he's most likely going to start to reject at one point or another, usually in the first year. Well, it never happened for him.
Except for his pill every day, every morning and every night that he takes. I mean,
One pill.
Again, you don't even think about it that much. So sometimes when I yell at him, I think about it. I'm just lucky he's here.